Okay, so I ordered that USB cable that Honda sells. I got it through the Wing stuff. You can buy it off Amazon too. They're about 20 bucks. It attaches right here to this USB 2, and then you're supposed to attach it down into your left side saddle thing over here. And there's a grommet in there that you pull out, and then there's a plug to hook it in there. My problem is that I can't bend down like that. It hurts me to bend over and try to reach underneath there and stuff like that. So I was wondering, can I get, and I have a 2018 Goldwing DCT Tour. So I thought, why not put it into the trunk? So what we did is we just went ahead and drilled a hole behind the plate that goes right here on the trunk, and put an inch hole right here. So here you can see the, let's close the trunk. So you can see there's that plate that goes right over here. And it fits, it doesn't take any room because there's a notch right there. So anyway, because of this right here, it gives room, and then it just tucked right here behind the speaker grill, tucked underneath and then back and then hooked into there. So now, in my trunk, you see I got the whole, I got to put this stuff back in, but I got the, it comes out right here. And now I can just access it from my trunk, so I don't have to bend over. So I can put my phone charger, or I can put a USB stick in here, or I can put my Sena charger onto here while my helmet's in here and charge it. This is a lot better to me than going down, reaching down into there, having to unclip it. Oh, see, it hurts me just even getting down here. Unclip it from here and do it like that. Then what I'm going to do is take my battery tender plug that I put in here because Cruiseman showed us putting it in here and then stick, you know, having it come through the hole of this plate right here. I'm going to go ahead and take that and reroute it and put that inside of my pannier or whatever, the side saddle underneath here. We'll just put a slit in that grommet and stick it through right here. Here you can see the battery tender cable coming through where the USB plug would have come through. And what I didn't realize is that it was also going to fit in the holder clip that was intended for the USB cable that Honda provided. I plugged it in there anyway, and the battery tender and with the cap on it fits right in there and snags in there. I left some length here because I wanted to be able to pull that out when I pop open my left bag there. So when I want to plug in my battery tender to it to keep my battery maintained. But you could push more of that in if you don't want it to stick out that long, if you want it to just go from here to here. I also purchased one of those USB plugs that goes from battery tender that goes into this, the end of this. So instead of using that only to charge your and maintain your battery, I also have another USB charger that's always hot right there. So I can, if I need to charge something while I'm going into the restaurant, I can just plug it into this one over here, like my Sena or my phone, and lock it in my saddlebag there, and it'll be charging for me. The other chargers, like the one that comes in the little front compartment that runs with Apple CarPlay, and the one that I just plugged into the top case there, the trunk, that one only runs when you turn your bike on. I did plug in my stainless steel USB thumb drive, and I turned on my motorcycle, and I hit my source button. I was able to play music from the thumb drive, so I know that it can play music from that. Then I also tested my Carlin kit to make sure I still have Apple CarPlay from the front USB plug. That worked. So this is, to me, the best setup. Now I have a USB plug that I can use for charging or keeping a thumb drive with a lot of music on it in the trunk. I have my Carlin kit up in the front one that runs with that runs CarPlay, and I also have a USB battery tender charger that I can use for charging when I'm away from the bike, and it's going through this grommet here. I did have to put a little slit in there, and then I shoved it through, and once I put the grommet back in, it was really nice and tight right there, and I was pretty happy that it also plugs into the USB holder that was intended for the USB cable.